Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel and happy 2021. I cannot believe that we are in the new year. It's so much fun. I am so excited for this next year. I hope that you guys had a really fun New Year celebration. We are just kind of trying to get our feet back under us after December. I took a little bit of a break and I am sorry I didn't post anything, but I just needed to be able to step back and kind of take a break and just sort of detox from everything. It gets a little crazy doing the channel and Instagram, and then of course everything with the kids. Life is just really busy for us right now. So I definitely needed that break, but I am super happy to be back here with you guys. So let me know how Christmas went for you guys and how your New Year's went. Did you guys do anything fun, or what was like the highlight of your Christmas? I love hearing how you guys spent the holidays, so definitely let me know in the comments. We are really excited to be getting the house back to normal. This is probably the longest that I've waited to take the decor down in quite a few years. Usually I take it down like the day after or the next day following the day after Christmas. So waiting until after the new year, I haven't done this in quite a long time. So we were really ready to get the house decluttered and organized and back to normal. You guys are probably also noticing that the living room is set up a little differently. So we have decided to sell our big TV. We're just wanting to get the screens to a minimum in our house. So we decided to sell the TV, and this room looks a lot bigger without it. I will say we like this space, and our kids are just so physical. They absolutely love having the room to do their somersaults and cartwheels and all that, but it does look a little bit odd. So I will be playing around with the furniture, and obviously I need to change the way the walls are decorated. I moved a couple things around, but I'm gonna have to get some more stuff and just kind of play around with it. So anyway, we just really wanted to get rid of the TV so that we're spending less time in front of it. But yeah, the living room's gonna look a little strange until we figure out how we're gonna rearrange the furniture. But we're just starting in here. I've got everything that's going into, basically I think I got it all into like three big totes, and then a couple of boxes, and then the garlands and all that are going into big garbage bags. So I've noticed that putting things away every year, I don't usually put it away the same way. Like I don't have designated containers or anything like that. And it's not really been an issue for me, but I know over the years, as we get more decor, I'm probably gonna have to start becoming more organized about things. But for the most part, we just have the decor bins and we just kind of rotate through the seasonal decor. One season comes out and the other one goes back in. So how are all of you doing with the new year? I know that a lot of people were really anxious to say goodbye to 2020, and a lot of people are just super excited that we've got 2021 here. So how are you guys feeling? How is the new year starting out for you guys? We are actually really excited for this next year. We made a lot of changes and just experienced a lot of personal growth in 2020. So 2020, even though it was a difficult year, was a really good year for our family, for Nathan and I in our marriage, and then individually as well. We have both grown so much. So we are both really excited for 2021. We have reached a ton of really amazing goals, and we have so much more planned for 21. So I just wanted to check in with you guys and just see, how are you guys doing? Is there anything that I can, keep you in my thoughts and prayers about? I love to do that over on my Instagram every now and then. I'll just reach out and let you guys send me, any prayer requests that you need, or if you have any praises. It's so fun to be able to hear and celebrate with you guys the blessings that are in your life. So just let me know in the comments if you guys have anything that you need me to pray for you in regards to, or if you have any praises, because I really love to be able to be a support in that way. So I would love to do that for you guys over here as well. So next up, we've got the village. The Christmas village is probably, other than our Christmas tree, it would be my next favorite thing about the holidays. This is something that my mom gifted us with a couple of years ago. We had a village growing up and I just love it. So I, like I said, was ready for the decor to come down, but it is always a little bit sad getting the village packed away. But everything went pretty quickly. I was actually really surprised at how quick taking everything down went this year. So it wasn't too bad. A lot of times I'm dreading when I have to take down seasonal decor or do a bunch of cleaning, but today actually wasn't that bad. Nathan was a big help off and on throughout all of it, and then helping with the kids. It was really nice that it landed on a weekend.
That life puts all the
one of the biggest things that Nathan and I have both really learned, and I guess, kind of just realized for the first time this last year, is the importance of living with intentionality. So intentionality not only with our money, but also most definitely with our time. It's amazing how much time we have in our day, and when we don't use it correctly, or when we just kind of waste it away, there's so much more that we could be doing, and we could be so much more productive with our days. So that is something that I am trying to get better about this year. I don't usually do like New Year's resolutions or anything, but I am really trying to be a lot more productive with my time this next year. I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish just on a personal level, and then ways that I want to kind of step out and take new risks and, work to provide for our family. And then with the homeschooling for the kids, productivity with time is so, so important. And this last year, it's just amazing how when you live with intentionality and you're really, really purposeful with everything that you do, that's honestly a lot of the reason why we've decided to get rid of the TV, and we're trying to take the screen time down in our family, because we're realizing just how much of our time we waste. So it's definitely something that I've been able to look back on 2020, and even though it's been a difficult year, it's a really, really good year because there was a lot of growth and realization. And for that, I am super, super thankful.
I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, 'cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. I'm a rolling stone tonight, never to be settled. Though I know I can't deny your eyes, I've got this inner battle. I don't know how to act. I ain't a person who understands the commitment of a romance, but somehow I need you close. I'll go wherever you go. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be.
So this Christmas tree, it wasn't part of our Christmas decorate video for this last year because we actually didn't have the tree. We have made it a tradition where we have our big family tree, and that's one that's kind of coordinated, and I like it to just look really, really pretty, and that's our living room tree. And then I wanted the kids to be able to have their own tree where they, we've made it a tradition that they get to pick out an ornament every single year. So we've done that in the past, but their old tree was just too small because we do have 4 of them. And now that they've been picking out ornaments every year for a few years now, we started to run out of room. So this tree we didn't have when I did that video. So you guys, I think you maybe saw it in my vlog, but really haven't seen too much of it. So anyway, we had it set up here in the office, and the kids absolutely loved it. I'm really, really happy that we've decided to do this because they love being able to come in here and look at their ornaments and talk about their ornaments. And then Abby, she was taking her nap, and you guys, she's still, I don't know how many outfit changes you will see with this little girl throughout my videos, but I think this is her second outfit, and then there's going to be a third one later. She's just always getting dressed and undressed, and she's getting skills with it. That's a lot of why I don't really care that she has access to her clothing, because she's not even 3 yet, and she can do zippers and buttons all by herself. She puts her socks on, all of her different pants. It doesn't matter, leggings and denim. She can handle it all. So I'm like, well, you're learning new skills, so we'll just let it be. But anyway, she was really happy to help with this tree because it's been a big focus for the kids this year. They absolutely love having it.
I've got a song.
And I'm thinking that probably before next Christmas, or when we bring all this stuff out again for next Christmas, I'm thinking I might flock this garland. So I bought it from Walmart, and then the lights, they're technically not attached to it. My mom was helping me that year to decorate everything, and she had a really good idea to wrap the lights in it, so we did that. But it did come with some of the fake snow on it, but at this point now it's like all fallen off. So I think probably next year I might flock it and try to get that back on it, because that was a lot of what I really loved about it. I really do love the flocked look. So I think I'll probably try that, but I have never actually flocked anything, at least not that I'm gonna have in the house before, so we'll see how that goes. So you guys can see, I really don't have much in the way of home decor. If you guys have been around my channel for a while, you know that. Part of it is just because we have moved so much in the past. I've just felt like, you know, what's the point? Because we're always changing homes and the decor isn't necessarily gonna match or work in the next home. And then a lot of it too is just I'm naturally a fairly clutter-free kind of person. So I don't have much in the way of home decor, and I really don't have anything that's like winter. This is a tricky time of year if you're doing home decor, just because it's still winter, but it's not Christmas, and it's not quite Easter, and you know, it's just kind of a weird time. And then like I mentioned earlier, this living room, you guys are probably going to see it change just as we kind of play around with it and figure out setup-wise what's gonna work for our family. This is not our permanent home. We are just renting. We know we aren't going to be staying here. We'll be here for a while, but not permanently staying here. So we aren't really planning to invest a whole lot in furniture or anything like that, but we will probably keep it pretty open, but you guys might see it change a little bit in my videos coming up. These trees are probably another one that next year I think I will probably flock them again. I did 2 years ago. These are just basic little trees that I got from Home Depot, and then my mom was with me that year and she had a good idea for gluing the little ornaments on there and the pine cones and everything, and then we did flock them, but you can see at this point now a lot of it has fallen off. So probably next year I will do that again, and I think I might do a little more of the DIY stuff for Christmas next year, because I do really like these trees and they still work really well. They just don't stand out as much when there isn't the flocking on them. So probably going to play around with a little more of that next Christmas, I think. So you guys will see a lot of my decor is kind of a mismatch, quite a lot of, I guess you would say, spring decor, just because I do gravitate towards those colors. I really like the lighter colors. So I kind of jump into spring a little bit early in my house, but I'm like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. The other thing that I just cannot stay on top of is this little calendar. Everything else I seem to be pretty on top of, but this little calendar, it's always like 4 or 5 days after the month is over before I finally remember to come in here and change it. So yeah, we were into January at this point and I still hadn't changed it. I needed to do that. But the office, this place is kind of like, I'm intentionally leaving it really, really empty, but it's also definitely a multi-purpose room. So I do quite a bit of work now on the computer, and then this is where I have the kids' school books stored in that little side cabinet, and then Warren, my kindergartner, does his school at this table, and then I am also using this as my like exercise / yoga room. So I do all of my stretching and work here. And Nathan actually got me, you can see it on the side of the desk there, he actually got me some yoga accessories for Christmas, so I'm really excited. I've got a yoga wheel and a strap and some blocks. So I'm really excited to continue working on my flexibility. That's gonna be a really long journey, but those are helping a lot. So I'm gonna leave the table as it is, and I wanted to put this in the corner here. And Nathan was in charge of dinner that night, so he was actually asking how long it was gonna take because he was wanting to get dinner going. But I'm gonna have that kind of be like my little yoga corner, and then I've got the opposite wall. You guys know I used to have a piano and we don't have that anymore. I just couldn't justify holding on to it because I wasn't playing it enough. So that wall I actually used for like my handstands and stretches and things like that. So it's going really well. I'm really, really happy with just the functionality and the usability of this house. That's a lot of why I do like to keep things really clutter-free. We are a very physical family, and the kids love to be physical, and they'll jump in and they'll do stretches and push-ups and handstands and all that kind of thing right along with me. And then in the playroom or in the living room, they love to run through and do like cartwheels and stuff. So I really like to have the house clutter free and just kind of let the kids do their thing. As you can see right here, they're just super, super physical. So they were throwing around a little football, and it really doesn't bother me that much. It gets a little bit loud. They are a pretty rowdy group, but on the other hand, they just love to do it. And I like to be able to do that for them, where we can just make the house work for all of us. So this is going to wrap up this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. I am really sorry that I did take such a long break without giving you guys a heads up. Like I said, I wasn't really planning on it, but we needed it. It was so good. December was kind of a crazy month of just a lot of like emotional processing, and I just needed the break. So thank you very much, those of you that stuck around. And if you are new, I appreciate so much you coming by and checking out my channel. I'd love if you'd consider subscribing. I do some day in the life videos, a lot of cleaning videos. We do some homeschool content, so I'd love to have you join. But I really appreciate all of the support that you guys are constantly showing us, and I do hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys with my next video.